Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Where you, Raggy?
To episode 92.
What's that?
The best summer fucking ever of the Mr. Know-It-All podcast.
Yeah.
I am your host, Mr. Know-It-All. That's me.
Had a hot
Talk
mom
to him,
summer.
goddammit.
AKA Keith Saunders.
Did you say you had a hot mom summer in 92? What the fuck?
No, I said I had a hot mom summer.
This year?
This summer.
We know you did.
Yo, tell him who you
I'm
are.
Keith Saunders, man. AKA
you?
Michael Voorhees. BKA. What was my other BKA? Haiku, if you want to be rapper about it. Because I didn't go regular with the shit. And I'm like, fucking, what did I say? Man, I'm Haiku, Michael Voorhees, all that shit. Nigga, yeah, it's me.
Who them top 5 dope ass MCs?
Dylan.
That was 4.
And Dylan. And to my right.
Well, it's the fuck Dr. Spock. Oh, no, my bad.
No. Not the Funk Dr. Spock.
My bad.
Yeah.
Try again.
Mouth of the South.
Hey, with the runny nose. Hey, how y'all doing? All over the world. My name is Rough Rider. R. Rider. DJ Ruffy Hendrix.
Yep.
The general Mr. I'm going in all those good old names, but I'm Pappy to 7, G Pappy to 2. With point blank period all day, every day. I am Ruffy Hendrix, the mouth of the motherfucking South, bitch. I'm rich, bitch.
And since now it's officially fall, coming off the hot mom summer. At 4:10.
Nick. So disrespectful.
Drinking all the liquor.
Yo, like the
It's
straws
some
hit the
lemonade and
bottom.
vodka in my refrigerator at home.
Uh-huh.
Hello all.
She been sipping.
I've been sipping.
Okay.
Kelly Q here.
Uh-huh.
The diva here.
Right. When are you the diva?
I can't even
At all times.
There you go.
Nigga, where you at?
I think we drank a little
If
too
you're
early.
not singing at all times,
Hey, guess
where
what?
you at?
I'm gonna tell you why. Can I tell y'all? Let me give y'all a little secret or whatnot. If you're not a Patreon member or whatnot, you miss about 40 minutes of drinking and talking shit and whatnot beforehand. So therefore, you want to become a Patreon member. And then once it's a go, it's a go. But I'll let you know about that in a second. Yo.
Oh, have you watched it?
Yeah, I watched all of it.
I just finished watching it this morning. I
watch
watched Thor's.
I missed the last 2. I missed the last 3. I'm gonna watch them when I get upstairs.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you now.
No, don't.
No, I'm
tell
not
me
gonna
shit.
tell you anything about it.
Right.
I'm just gonna say the Killmonger one.
Yo,
Yeah.
that one I
The
watched.
Killmonger. Yeah, I heard that was a
Yo,
pop.
that
That was
joint
popping.
It go from left to right to up to down to left to right again.
The last one I watched was the Doctor Strange one. So
Okay,
I didn't watch
so
it.
yeah.
I haven't watched that one.
Yeah, I watched it. But
they're starting to blend.
Ooh, that's why the multiverse about to pop.
They're starting to blend, and then
And I'm gonna watch
the
Shang-Chi
over
tonight.
voice.
Watch Shang-Chi tonight because I got
Oh.
my bootleg
Oh,
shit.
you
I'm
finally-
watching. I'm going to watch. I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna watch it tonight. Watch Shang-Chi, and I'm gonna watch Black Widow.
And
That's
you
mine.
and you have to catch up on the Woo season 2.
Yeah,
Man, nigga, I haven't
I
even
started
watched the
watching.
Woo season 1.
Oh,
I have to catch up on all
I
the
gotta
Woo.
watch season 2.
I heard it now that they recorded the first album.
I gotta catch the 5th episode. They gave my Wednesday.
Can I? And then let me finish
Let's get
introducing.
to this other shit. Yeah.
Shout out to the Spotify listeners, Apple Podcast listeners, Google Podcast listeners, Stitcher listeners, SoundCloud listeners, Anchor listeners, Home Team, and the YouTube viewers, along with the Patreon viewers. Guess what? The Patreon page has launched. It's very limited right now. There is one episode up there with unreleased content that you can definitely check out. Get with us. Patreon.com/Mr. Know-It-All Pod. $7 a month tier. You will not regret it once I start loading shit up. It's a go. Boom, 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 boom. We out. Let's rock.
Let's get it.
Man. Get with us on IG at Mr_KnowItAll_pod. Facebook fan page was, for some reason, R.Ryder decided he just want to post any fucking thing to get everybody in the uproar this week. That shit was crazy.
I just had to flood just to wake up the fucking page.
The Mr. Know-It-All podcast fan page. And please send us all your fuckery, duckery, and schmuckery over to the Gmail account at MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. That's MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. We always start off the show with a useless fact. This is very useless, but yeah, fuck it. If you think about it, maybe and maybe not mean the same exact thing.
It does. Maybe not. Either way, it's just maybe.
Either way, there's no definite in that shit at all. So they mean the same.
No, there's a may.
Huh?
There's a may.
There's a may. Yeah. I may do it. I may not do it. So if I say I may not do it, I may do it. If I may do it, I may not do it. You know what I'm saying? Means the same exact thing.
You never know.
You know what I'm saying?
Roll
You
the
never
dice.
know with that or whatnot. Yeah, so how's everybody's week been going? I mean, we talked a little bit about this beforehand, but I just, I just need to burn time until I can pull up my fucking thing. So
that major loss, I just took my fucking, just lost my fucking controller and my cord bag. So
yeah, that's depressing.
$3,000 worth of equipment. Poof.
Yeah, that's depressing, bro.
I'm still sick. But in benefit is the club that I DJ that shout out to Riz, owner, Ridge Cloth in Chester. I was able to go back last night and DJ another event there, and he hooked me up with another controller for the time being.
Right.
And it's looking like that might be a place that I'll be spending, more frequently, in the upcoming weeks.
I might have something to talk to you about, too.
Yeah.
I got a couple connects or whatnot that if you're really looking forward to doing some gigs, I can get you in a couple places. But we'll talk about it. I never even thought about that or whatnot when it came down to it because I never thought that if you wanted to do it on a regular basis or whatnot, I can get you some. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Because I got, ironically, it's crazy. One of the bartenders at Sable's, she actually has a club as well. And so she hit me and actually inboxed me like, yo, this is what I got. I got a knobby thing on the wall with the cords and shit. This, that. No, dead ass, right?
I got a speaker and some wires.
Like,
I don't know what the fuck.
She's like, all the speakers and everything there. And this knobby thing on the wall with some cords and stuff. Like,
knobby thing on the wall.
Oh. So she sent me a picture.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, you got a picture?" I said, "Okay." So all I gotta do is bring my controller and my laptop.
Yeah, but I ran it. So I was Ubering, and I just so happened that the owner of Red Wine jumped in my cab, jumped in my car for the Uber ride. No. But honestly, or whatnot, we exchanged math and everything and whatnot. He was cool as shit, and you would never suspect him. He's a boy. I think he's from Haiti. He was talking some other shit. We was talking, just chatting back and forth. And he was like, I own a couple clubs. I'm like, oh, word? Then, because Red Wine is probably one of the biggest, like, as far as space spots. You know where that's at?
I've been there.
You've been there before. Did you know Adams Ave and Tabor? It's called Red Wine now. Used to be called
is that
couple
the
of
joint across the street from McDonald's?
Exactly.
I've never been
the Spanish
in
spot.
I know where it's at. I
Spanish spot.
I know what you're talking about. I've never been in.
You got it.
I'm
gonna text him and whatnot.
Look, I'm too scared to go in there.
I
just hear about so much shit.
But see, the problem is because that place used to be a death trap. Mm-hmm. The reason why is that because it's in the basement and there's only one way in and one way out. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that when we used to party down there, it used to be popping. But it's a fucking huge spot. When you go in the basement, it's like a concert venue. It's fucking great. But the problem is it's one way in and it's one way out. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother thing. But shout out to him. We'll talk about that because I need to text him back anyway. That was like 2 weeks ago that I hit him up and whatnot. But on to current events.
Did you hear about Donnie Duck and Goofy?
No, I didn't hear about that shit, though.
Oh, I didn't either.
No, even domestic. You know what I'm saying? Kelly Price is not missing.
Okay.
All right, she tested positive.
First of all,
she's not
nigga. First of all,
what?
I posted that before her lawyer posted anything that she was okay.
Oh, okay.
That was from Essence.
Oh, yeah.
That was reposted from Essence 10 hours before her lawyer said, "Oh,
Yeah, she
the
ain't
chick
missing.
okay."
Yeah.
She wasn't in. Her family is like, "Okay, yeah, all right. I still want to see her."
Right. Well,
So until the family say they saw her,
what you think she fucking
guess
buried
what?
in the
I
mountain?
don't really care because I don't really care for that chick.
Whoa!
At all?
Your namesake?
But that's not my namesake. That's not who I was named after.
I'm just no. All right, I'm sorry, not your namesake.
Name
Your
for
name
me.
twin.
We don't
your name,
eat.
your name
She's
twin.
not even my name twin. She
She's
spelled her
not.
name with a Y. I'm an IE.
Nobody else spells their name with an IE except you.
No, there's a few IEs.
No, it's
Who
not.
spelled their name with
There's
an
a
IE?
few IEs, honey. Thank you.
See, when you spell your name with an
Kelly
IE, I think
Raspberry, my.
when you spell your name with an IE, I'm thinking that it's like a short for something.
First of all, I don't spell my name with an IE. My mother spelled my name with an
Okay.
IE. Why? Because IE is technically how you're supposed to spell it for a girl. Y is how you're supposed to spell it for a boy in Irish technicalities.
Yeah, Kelly is another one of
we
those
moving my
unisex
Irish
names.
technicalities now.
No, it's just another one of those unisex names.
Well,
yeah, I
found
know.
out I got Ireland in my blood, so there we go. I did my ancestry DNA test. So
And
I
what-
got my results
And
back.
what was Jebediah doing? See?
27% Nigerian, 4% Portuguese.
You only 27% black?
No, that's
all right,
just
so
the
what's the rest of them?
oh my God.
I told you the Jebediah was on that shit, dog. What did he invent? The butt plug, right?
I hate you.
Something of this. I told you he was on that
I
shit.
hate you. So.
He's on
I
that shit.
actually kind of got some history from my
So-
from my pop.
27% Nigerian.
Right.
20% Cameroon, Congo. 17% Mali, 11% Senegal, 9% Benin and Togo, 4% Portugal, and then we get to the Caucasian side, which is 4% English, 3% Wales, 2% Scotland, and I forgot the 1% was the Ivory Coast.
So you mostly African?
Yep.
Yeah, but it's just all over the place and
It's
whatnot.
all over.
Yeah, the Moon Tutu and Boom
I
Babu,
mean,
you know what I'm saying, tribes, they was all
It's
in the
all
mix.
in the same.
Yeah, they was all in the
like
mix.
when they look at the map, it's all
Yeah,
in
Nigeria,
that same
Congo,
area.
yeah, they was all, they just crossing borders and whatnot. Somebody had a love affair with one tribe or
Yeah,
another. you know
Ivory
what I'm
Coast
saying?
Ghanaian.
Yeah.
I have a former coworker who's Ghanaian,
Can you imagine?
and I told her, she's like, "How much?" He's like, "How much Ghanaian are you?" I was like, I say 27% Nigerian.
You said you want
She's
more.
like,
than you?
"Guess what?" She's like, "That 1% Ghanaian." She's like, "That's your ass." I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
she's like, "That ass." She's like, "That's all Ghanaian." She's like, "I don't care that shit." She's like, "Do the test again, it's wrong." Like,
Test your ass by
I
itself.
can't.
What is not an ancestry? The ancestry test. You know what I'm saying? By itself. Test your ass by itself. But that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
And so some of the cousins that I've actually reconnected with,
Right.
that, we
How the fuck did we get on this from Kelly Price? I don't know.
awesome. Because I
The
got
spelling
offered
of her
that.
name? The spelling
Yeah,
of her
spell her
name?
name.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so some of the cousins that I've been in touch with, we have confirmed that we are.
So where did the big
Definitely.
wide flat butts come from? Like if you got a big wide huge hips and you turn around and ass is smooth flat, where does that come from in the world?
No, but it could go back there.
Is it Irish or is it
Nah.
Scottish? Maybe it's a Scottish ass. Scottish got the flat ass. Portuguese, have you seen? I don't know. I think Portuguese.
I told you.
Portuguese be all right. Yeah,
I'm telling
yeah.
you, I got a 4% Portugal.
Where else do they make round asses from besides Africa?
Brazil? South America?
Brazil don't make round
No.
asses. They fucking manufacture them.
They used to come natural.
No.
Yes.
No, but wait a minute. So let's talk about South America and the fact that South America is Africa Junior.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we can't do that.
So-
Where else besides Africa do fat asses stem from? Because there was only two types. There was only first one was
not Mexico.
originally there was one type of people, the Africans, and then we were the first people, and then when other people moved other places, they adapted to other places. So they lost ass and they lost skin pigment. So the ones that took over after that, what happened? Where did they go wrong, and where did the ass drop off go?
They stopped eating that good food from Africa.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what it was.
That good old soil was growing.
But who was the ones that migrated from Africa?
What do you mean? A lot of them migrated from Africa.
But that's what I'm saying. Who left Africa and said, you know what, I'm out. We what you call it, and over the next 10 generations became like Nassau, white, Anglo-Saxon.
Anglo-Saxons.
So, but we
British?
was the original people. So was they just light skinned to begin with, and they just got lighter and lighter? That's always something. It's always something to think about, especially if you're the first people.
They kept cutting it. They kept cutting the shit.
You said they stepped on.
Dilute the product.
Dilute the product.
It's not blue magic.
It's baking soda people.
That's not blue magic. There's blue magic and there's not blue magic.
So the African people is blue magic and everybody else is stepped on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is baking soda. The Arm & Hammer people. All right, listen. We're not doing that. We still in current events. Y'all, you know Sonny and Anna got pulled off of The View for testing positive on the air for COVID-19. Did you see that shit?
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
Crazy as shit is. We just gonna have you two step off for a second.
Well, and they were supposed to be getting ready to interview Kamala.
They was about to quit Kamala. So this is my thing. Hold up. So let me get this straight.
But even if they tested positive
Right.
and you asked them to leave,
Right.
Did y'all disinfect
you still got to
everything?
shut that whole down fucking show and disinfect everything. You can't bring Kamala onto there.
Kamala came on. Kamala came right. She brought her ass right on.
But then they tested again and tested negative.
And they said it was a false positive. It's always some bullshit.
It's always some shit.
Them frequent fucking fast tests is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because it's a hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? I think they be reusing shit too. There's some bullshit. They be reusing shit. Michael K. Williams, the cause of death was fentanyl and heroin. So there was a big problem on the back end of that. You know what I'm saying? Which is, you know what I mean? It's
Come to find out, when he was
unfortunate.
playing Omar, he was a lot of that time he was dealing with drug situation, but also dealing with homelessness.
It's rough.
God
man.
bless him.
The parallels between him and X really fucking scare me. It scared me a lot because I'll be feeling like the rough exterior that we see in a lot of these guys is very, very reflective of kind of what's going on the inside. Like X seemed he had a rough exterior for so long, and then he kind of tamped it down. With his kids, and then as he got older, you can kind of see him gradually maturing, but he still was fighting them demons. I feel like Michael K. Williams used his talent.
Same thing.
You know what I'm saying? He was kind of, you know what I mean? He kind of, you find him dancing, you find him in the mix. He was always around people and whatnot, and it kind of put him in a bad position. Rest in peace to both those brothers, man. That's just crazy, man. This fentanyl shit. That's why, bro. Yeah. But what I want to talk to you about though is to find your fentanyl tester. And I know y'all situation, y'all deal with your own situation and whatnot, but a lot of these motherfuckers that's doing this shit, like now the ones that's whoever is drying out manufacturing the smokable weed, they're putting fentanyl in it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That first was I first heard rumors about that last year.
Right.
No, 2 years ago.
Exactly.
2 years. It was before quarantine. Mm-hmm. I actually first because actually my homie who got killed earlier this year.
Right.
Who I was looking for. We was talking about that.
Yeah.
Because he was like, a couple people was rapping about that. And one of my nephews who be back and forth from Cali.
Right.
He was asking because he's like he was hearing the same shit. And I'm like,
check.
But there are certain ways of. Part of the reason why I'm glad, like when I roll, I only smoke in raw products.
Right.
So it's no chemicals. It's all natural. It's hemp.
Right.
When you first light it, if you can't taste it, like, cause I'm infamous for, even when I roll my L's, I want to take take a pull just to, I want to taste my minutes. I want to taste that bud, the flavor, the trichomes.
I just don't know what the reason why they're fucking with this shit.
Dude, this is if dope things listen, motherfuckers are not shooting
be having it laced and don't even know.
And that's what we're talking about.
There's a lot because most people, unfortunately, don't care or pay attention to. You got some Zaza, you got some Loud Pack. They don't give a fuck what strand it is. They just want to get high. Give me the best shit, the highest shit that's gonna have me fucked up.
Right.
How?
Right. Yeah.
In what way? I don't know your body, dude.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, that's why I was always trying to educate people. Hey, know what you put in. When you go to the grocery store, hey, I know I like mangoes.
Yeah.
I know I like apple pies.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know I like water. I know I like, you know what I mean, Canada Dry ginger ale.
Yeah.
Know what you put in your body. When you go to the liquor store, you know what fucking bottles you get.
Man, shout out to Seagram's, dog. Y'all gonna stop shitting on Seagram's and
Not Seagram's okay. I just Sweps.
What's wrong with Sweps?
I don't like them.
What about Day? Day that hood shit. Day.
Oh, hell no.
Three sips in the can, that shit flat.
Yo, fuck y'all. All right, listen. They gonna talk about the hood shit.
Know what you put into your body.
No, absolutely.
And that's one of the biggest issues. That's why I'm very happy, especially, I mean, I do get, my medical card, I go to the dispensary just for the concentrates, though.
Right.
Because I'm a whole astronaut.
Just tell everybody to be careful.
Just be careful.
Be careful of what because they putting fentanyl out here.
You can look at your L. You can look at it how it ashes and know if the green is clean.
But that might be too late. That's what I'm saying. They be smoking the shit. Look,
yeah.
I want to get past that or whatnot. Rest in peace to those brothers or whatnot.
AJ, rest in peace, AJ Johnson.
Oh yeah, we got that. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Beyonce turned 40 over the break. So guess what, y'all? Stop letting them cap your head up. Beyonce, first and foremost, 40 is Beyonce's industry age. I think Beyonce is actually 42. I'm almost certain she is. But that's different. Love Beyonce. Beehive, don't come for me. It is what it is. She's gorgeous, beautiful woman, very talented, one of the best that ever did it. We love you, Beyonce. Congratulations on turning 42. And turning 40. You know what I mean? It is what it is or whatnot. Good job on that. Ja Rule versus Fat Joe.
What do you think about it?
I think Ja Rule served him.
He definitely did.
He definitely did. And I think that it's one of those situations where Fat Joe, all the jokes and all of what you call it, he thought that trying to play Jadakiss. The problem is that, my nigga, he not Jadakiss.
No, because in some aspects, Ja tried to play Jadakiss.
No, I think that Ja actually lived up to who he was. Every comment that he made back to Fat Joe about every time that he said, "Oh, you bringing crackheads on stage and all that other shit, and this shit was whack and whatnot," and he lived up to his truth. At least Ja understands who he is. Yeah. I think Fat Joe, on the other hand, has a problem with his music not being what he always wanted his music to be. Fat Joe had hits. Joe had hits. Ja Rule had hits.
Had bangers.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what
and Joe, because there was a couple other banger hits that he has that he should have played.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He went at it, okay, this is a battle,
right.
But what kind of battle? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's another thing.
Battle?
Right. That's another thing. A lot of times they had
intermission to change clothes, nigga.
Yo,
he took a whole fucking intermission.
That's why I get it. I get it. But that's the whole thing, because I think that a lot of times this versus shit is listen, I love it.
I love it.
But my thing is that
it was great for hip hop.
Because Diddy and JD are talking about it. First and foremost, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this because the problem with Diddy and JD is that you have somebody who had their time and did what they did and kind of made an impact. He means more to us in our generation than he does in the new generation.
Who?
JD. Diddy, on the other hand,
keeps reinventing himself and
moving. He is the never-ending cycle. It's like, put it like this. Let's compare it to amusement park rides. JD is the Great American Scream Machine. When it was out, it was the shit. Diddy is every other roller coaster they made to mimic the Great American Scream Machine. And what happens is that you remember the King Dakar. You remember the Talon. You remember the fucking Batman.
But it's
you remember the
Superman. You tell your youngers about it.
And you tell your youngers about it. And
because
they can
it's not out anymore.
Right.
And they can't ride it.
Yeah. Because the Great American Scream Machine is still around.
Yeah.
You can still get on it. But it doesn't have the effect that the Superman does. It doesn't have the effect, and Diddy is everywhere. Diddy is Diddy. Diddy is like
even if he's not making music, he's
even if
doing
he's not
something.
he's Diddy. You know what I'm
His son
saying?
is
So
making music, so now you
He
know.
put his name on Ciroc. Ciroc went
And
from
that's-
$7 a bottle to fucking $30-something a bottle.
and that's the point. So I mean, to me personally, I don't think it's fair. I think that when we start talking about music, it's going to be some bangers.
But see, the argument with that is, you know, JD is a writer as well.
Fuck all that. So what?
He wrote more shit. In which,
Do
if
we
you
want
go on, you know, Puffy, hey, I don't write rhymes, I write checks.
Puff don't write songs. That's not what Puff do. You know what I'm saying? Even if he arranges a certain situation that he puts input on certain situations, especially songs that he's on. But at the end of the day, come on, you think that Diddy, that fucking album, Last Train to Paris, was a musical masterpiece. If you think that somebody that knows music but is not intricate in music, that Last Train to Paris album, that shit has some shit on it, dog. That like, listen to that. Go back and listen to that album. That you know what I mean, with Diddy and Dirty Money. That whole shit. That shit was different, dog. Just some of the arrangements, some of the songs on it. It was just different. And listen, if we gonna do that, we can't do that, bro. We can't do that. This nigga start playing Benjamins and fucking One More Chance and you know what I mean? Come on. Like, are we you kidding me?
And those are all my shit.
These are fucking
Victory.
30-year-old rap songs that are classic.
But
Like not only classic, they go off to this day. You play Benjamins in a club right now,
Everybody.
I did
And
last night.
niggas is going.
I did
up.
last night.
That's what I'm saying. You play Welcome to Atlanta, niggas be like, oh, all right, yeah, that's my shit. But it ain't Benjamins. Benjamins is just
And
timeless.
some of
you know what's
that, it never stopped getting played.
And
Yo.
that's the point.
Here's some crazy shit though. I played fucking Crisscross Jump last night. They went ape shit. They went ape shit.
Chris Cross will hit. It'll hit. But you lucked up. Play that shit around a bunch of hood niggas.
What was your
Hood,
crowd like last
hood
night?
niggas ain't jumping.
Like age
Was it hood
range,
niggas?
what was your crowd like last night?
It was a 40-year-old birthday.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh. Age range that
Right.
was there was 60 down to 4 because they actually had kids there too.
Okay. So it reverberates. My thing is that drop Benjamins off in the club where the average age is fucking 31. It's
still
over,
gonna hit.
bro. It's over. I'm talking about. I wouldn't be surprised if I see somebody on stage or whatnot fucking. Benjamins is on, nigga. They tell you like, listen, don't turn the song off, but you can't be fucking on the stage. Like it's Benjamins. Come on, man.
Kim verse going hit. Everybody going.
That shit.
Biggie verse going.
That shit just go off, man. Y'all hear about Karen Civil? I don't want to talk about it a whole lot because I'm hearing about it a whole lot. You know Karen Civil is
Oh,
it?
well, I don't know who she is,
Okay.
but I have found out recently about some of the shit that she has
Yes.
said that she has done. Mm-hmm. Bitch.
Don't do that.
What?
Karen Civil, no, because Karen Civil. One thing I'm gonna say
Who
about
is
this.
she?
All right, so here we go.
Karen Silver.
Karen Civil
Mm-hmm.
is a
Was
industry insider. So, okay, somebody that does not have any discernible talent. She doesn't do
she just knows some people.
right. She doesn't do music. She doesn't. What she does is she is able to navigate through media and through social media and through the internet in order to make stars. She helps.
She was my publicist at some point.
She's a
She's a connect.
But she's not essentially a publicist. She does what publicists do. It's just the fact that she's freelance.
She does it for herself.
She does it right. She does it freelance. So she helped put Nipsey into the position that he was in. Like a lot of these artists that are not directly connected to a label that you hear about all the time, get these people like Karen Civil to kind of push them out there.
Okay.
Joyner Lucas was upset because he was like, I want you to do for me what you did for Nipsey. The only problem is that you not Nipsey. And there's no knock on Joyner Lucas. Joyner Lucas lyrically,
he got bars.
Joyner Lucas is one of the best niggas to rap right now. The problem with saying that you want to do what Nipsey does is Nipsey was the second coming of Pac. Nipsey was different. Nipsey had that thing about him in which that it wasn't just about rapping, which he could rap with the best of them. the push that you gave the Nip was about more about him being a rapper, and less about him being a rapper, and more about him being an entrepreneur that stood for something that the youth could look up to. I love Nip, man. Like I looked at Nip and I didn't recognize what Nip did until after he passed. But Nip was different. So when you say that I want you to put me on that same platform, that's cool.
You can't be on that same
but
platform when you don't have the same talent.
And I don't they're not even about talent. It's more about relationship. Because some people are just relatable. Okay? Nipsey Hussle was relatable. Nipsey Hussle was a gangster that you could sit down and have a conversation with and say, listen, nigga, I respect what you do. And I know you'll shoot a nigga head off too. You know what I'm saying? He gives a lot of the energy that you give. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's one of those situations where if you're relatable and you're understandable, that just makes you different than other niggas. You know what I'm saying? So with him saying that he wanted that, I can understand what he wanted. He wanted that type of success. He wanted that. He wanted to be revered that way. Unfortunately, you're not Nipsey. And people are not like that. And it's one of those things. I tell my son this all the time. Me and my son turn on the TV every Saturday morning. He watches his homie / cousin, because I'm real tight with his dad and whatnot. And we like family. We all hung up together. He's playing at Texas A&M right now. My son is in a position in which that he's trying to get into a college, trying to get a full ride, trying to get scholarships from schools. But your journey is not his journey. Right. Your path is not his path. Your situation is not his situation. We need to find a way into which that we adapt to what is for us.
Right.
I'm 38 and I'm still trying to figure that shit out.
I'm 41 and I'm still trying.
You know what I'm saying? Because to me it sucks, because I look at it like, nigga, my shit way better than this nigga. Fuck that nigga. Or I can do what he do. Fuck that nigga. But at the end of the day, what's for you is for you. You know what I'm saying? The moment you're able to navigate through that, what's that thing that you sent? Who sent that? In a group chat. When he was talking about, when the guy was talking about depression. I want to play that real quick. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of this, and I want to keep going, and I want to play that real quick. Oh shit, I think hold on, I'm gonna play that later. Where is it at? Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second, because I'm searching through my group chat and whatnot. Oh, this dude. All right, check it out. Listen to this.
When you gotta make your mama cry to do it, or you gotta disappoint
you don't live for your mama.
Damn.
You're not living for your mama. Whose body are you in? Who owns that? And that's a lease. So you gonna be doing what other people want when you got a lease on that thing? Your generation suffers from depression is because y'all so disconnected from what y'all want to do and your purpose. Somebody told you need to go and do this. I see.
How do you break the social?
So this thing right here.
It's in the group.
Rough sent it.
It's in the group.
So
how do you break the social program?
Yeah. So essentially what he was saying was that we suffer from depression, and always, first and foremost, I think that, and we will get back to current events in a second. I think that we suffer from depression and from anxiety and from guilt and from envy and from anger because we don't know how to deal with what we have and what we don't have.
And I think the biggest
People
issue
so
is
worried about what everybody else had.
we were never really taught how to a lot of times.
Oh,
But
We look at as and a lot of this has to come from home. We're supposed to come from home. And it's easier, especially we have siblings. Kelly, you was an only child, so you didn't have to worry about trying to share. It was just you.
Right.
You know.
I still had to learn how to.
When you went to school. When you went.
But
I mean,
I have a gazillion cousins.
But
Yeah.
I think
So
about-
eventually,
But a lot of that
Right.
we weren't, and each generation gets worse and worse because as parents we don't want to be as hard or as rough or as whatever as the generation was for us, and so we're a little softer
Right.
And these situations just keeps getting softer and softer. And it's like these kids like, well, fuck, y'all, okay, you had me, you made me, you supposed to do everything for me and get me everything.
But listen, think about the reality.
They got that? Johnny got sneakers? I gotta get sneakers.
But think about the reality of a certain thing. And I'm not even pushing the blame on the younger generation for this. Think about the reality of just a simple situation, because envy is a motherfucker and sometimes unavoidable.
We jealous motherfuckers.
No, listen to this though. Just listen. A nigga that you hang out with every day, that you know for a fact. You know what I'm saying? You know him, you know ins and outs, you know how he get down, you know the women he fuck with. You just know this nigga. This is you mean. This nigga hits the lottery for $400 million. Not saying he owes you nothing, not saying he wouldn't give you anything, not saying, this is a situation that remains to be seen. How can you look at the situation? You say to yourself, like, yeah, that's my man, you're happy for him. And it's not that you're not happy for him. You'll cheer for him because you got his back, you got love for him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's your man, you want him to be the best.
Now they can pay me more money back than they owe me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. But then, do you not have a situation into which that you look at like, why not me?
Everybody does.
Everybody does. That's what I'm saying. But why not?
It's to be able to say that and accept that.
Okay.
Move the fuck forward.
Right, like you just said.
Not get hung up.
The path that your nephew has taken is not necessarily the path that your son can take.
But then you have to start looking at whatever the outliers are, the reasons why.
What put him in this position? What
Here's
put him
the
in
thing.
like
So
what connection did he have?
no. Let me
Each
give you a little
person
insight.
in the world
Right.
is different.
Yes.
And what is good for you is not necessarily good for me.
Who decides that?
Whatever, even think about that damn Jill Scott song when she talks about she ran into her ex-boyfriend and he had a cologne and it smelled good on him.
Yeah.
But she tried it on the next boyfriend and it didn't smell good on him. It stunk on him.
Okay.
Everything is not for everybody.
That's because of his face. If his face don't, sometimes
no,
your face.
it's your chemicals. It's just
chemicals in his
Chemical
it's your
balance, is that
chemical
what it is?
makeup. So
he's
some chemicals.
Just don't work together.
Yeah,
They don't mix.
Everybody remember CK1. CK1 didn't smell good on everybody. CK1
That
mixed
shit
with
smell
your
great on me.
smell great on me too.
I used to have a
I
homie.
still have my lotion. I found a lotion. I was like, I still gotta buy it. I just gotta have it in the
I had
house.
CKB. That shit was popping. But I had a homie that used to wear Done
I
cool
remember
water.
that.
I used to have
Cool Water was one of my
all right, so cool water. Here's the deal.
But cool water didn't smell
but
good on
it's-
everybody.
It didn't smell good on everybody. You're right. I had a homie that shit stank on, but that nigga stank.
Well, see, exactly. He was stank. You got to wash ass, wash clothes,
That's what I'm saying.
and
So-
then put on deodorant,
Right.
lotion, and then cologne.
all right, so if you secrete,
It's like we
Man, you
with
just keep
girls.
rinsing your
It's-
mouth out and
it's
don't brush your
like with
teeth,
clothes.
your breath is gonna stink.
but at the end
Still,
of the, huh?
regardless.
What?
It's just like clothes. Like they make clothes that fit everybody.
Yes.
But just because they make it to fit you doesn't mean you're supposed to wear it.
No, absolutely.
Just because they
I
make
get
it in your size doesn't
Doesn't
mean it's
mean
for
for
your
you.
size.
But it's also a discerning factor that goes along with that. That's the one thing that we don't talk about. We ignore these little details. Bitch, you can't wear the cocktail dress because you know what I'm saying.
You ain't got no ass.
Cocktail
Right?
thighs.
You ain't got no ass thighs, and you know what I'm
chicken
saying.
little legs.
Right? Exactly. So or you can't
Hey,
wear.
you're not need.
If your back slides into your butt, then don't wear something that
And
accentuates that.
that's the fucking point. Niggas, you out here, you trying to wear a muscle shirt, but all your muscles on layaway.
Put that
You know what I'm
chicken
saying?
chest
You ain't-
away.
Yeah, exactly. Or you know what I'm saying? You try to wear the tight shit,
And
but
you got titties.
You got titties, you got titties in the stomach. It's like, nigga. Like if that's what you gonna do, that's what you gonna do. Well, lately, I guess women kind of like that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean? But it is what it is. But it's
Word.
different. But, huh?
Like what?
Men with titties.
Women don't like titties, but damn sure love a stomach. Women, I'm trying to tell you, dog, it's six pack or gut. If you in between, it's like, well, that nigga's okay. He can be ignored or whatnot. But if you got the gut,
I think the guts is actually like they something. You know what it is?
I don't know, maybe.
You know what it is?
What?
Because usually guts will pay quicker.
What?
But then the same token, whenever they get mad, you fat bastard. They got that motherfucking that this already lined the fuck up.
Or did you see the meme and whatnot? Like every woman want a big nigga and whatnot until it's trying to suck dick, and you see her with the forearm holding his fucking stomach. She got the forearm holding his stomach up about to suck the dick. I'm like,
yeah,
yo.
you gotta work.
Oh, that's fucked up. Oh man, we still on this shit. Hold on, let me.
Still in current events.
Oh yeah, I know. AJ Johnson's wife. Rest in peace to AJ Johnson,
Yes,
first and
rest in
foremost.
peace
And
to
whatnot.
AJ Johnson.
I had just seen a video of him and his wife, you know what I mean, messing around doing like a funny video or whatnot. And his wife is now just saying that she don't want to hear the fake love.
Yeah.
Yo, it's hard.
People acting like they set up other John. She put up the official GoFundMe. And if I'm correct, that the amount was reached, and
Well, not only that, the amount
they-
was
they-
reached, and Offset is going to pay for the rest of it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they
So
wanted-
that's
they wanted to make
blessings to
sure
him
if
for that.
something went to all this, the book broke down to his kids.
Yeah, no,
You know what I
that's blessings for that and whatnot. Which is to me is fucked up because I feel like it sucks because you could come to a point into which that you have success, and that's another thing that we talk about too, is that and it's I think that a lot of times most of us in life we build up to a point into which that we reach a peak and we have success. Some people reach a peak very, very early and they fall off. Some people reach a peak and then they find a way to balance that. I think that maybe he was at a situation in which that, listen, you know, you was in Friday, you was in I Got the Hook Up, you was in these shows, you did this and whatnot. Players Club, right? And you
went back to stand up because actually he was just on a fucking flyer for Comedy Joel last year.
Yeah.
That was up here this way.
I just honestly think that with him, I hate that this situation took what it took. I don't even know, how did he pass away?
He
It still doesn't say.
No. He actually did he have a heart attack? He was actually in a hospital and they didn't even know who he was.
Yeah. Rest in peace to that man. Yeah, no fake love. It's not even a whole big point I need to bring up about this or whatnot. Like, if you didn't fuck with him then, don't fuck with him now. You know what I'm saying? And it's understandable, and I understand that you want to pay your respects or whatnot. But listen, giving people flowers are a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Showing love is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Showing support, showing respect is a real fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you would want people to do that for you. You know what I mean? That just is what it is.
And life is precious.
Very, very much so.
Yeah, I follow a few comedians on Instagram, and they were just talking about, like, they just showed a video maybe from like a month or so ago. Like, yo, we were just sitting around the table giving each other flowers,
Right, absolutely.
talking about it, and he was, one of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it was Deion Cole, it was a few other ones.
Right,
but I
Faison
feel like-
Love, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. Rest in peace to Deion Cole's mom too. I saw that had happened. I heard he had been off the radar for a little bit or whatnot. Deion Cole always been funny as hell, but he's just now starting to reach a big time level of success. With, I mean, with
He's been writing forever.
with Blackish and on Conan and whatnot. But he's I heard that he kind of went dark for a minute. You know what I mean with that, and you know what I mean. Just that's sad.
It's funny because I remember he had a show on BET,
right.
like Black Heart Revoked or something. It was like a little game show joint.
Oh, okay.
And then Tiffany Haddish was like his co-host on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
shit.
now
Did it last?
it only lasted like a season.
Yeah.
And then now she has a little Friday night show on TNT or TBS.
I think he's the co-host
and
of
he's
it.
the co-host on
Right,
it. So
right.
I like,
Yeah, that's what's up.
Did you check out Charlamagne's new show?
No, I haven't.
I'm not sure if I have an interest for it.
I seen the clip.
I like
actually watched the
listen.
clip earlier.
Let me just say something. I like Charlamagne. I really do.
I used to didn't. I couldn't stand.
I'm a fan. I was a fan of
respect
Charlamagne since the Wendy days and whatnot. I'm old enough to remember when he first got there, when he came from Moncks Corner, South Carolina. Something about Charlamagne. Here's the deal. I think Charlamagne is about his business. I think Charlamagne will do what was necessary about his business. If we were ever to get in a situation in which we get on a major platform and do this podcast on a regular basis in front of people, I think Charlamagne would probably be the person that would help that happen. I come from the school of podcasting from Joe Budden. Joe Budden and Charlamagne are like Scar and Mufasa. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? They're like fucking Killmonger and T'Challa. They are the brothers of it, but they are the like kind of like the mortal enemies. Because I think Charlemagne hates this nigga, and I think they've kind of like connected on a certain level and whatnot. It's like, to me, it's like respect. It's a respect factor. It's a, you know what I mean, that goes along with it. To me personally, I think that he's done things personally to fuck with Joe, but I don't think that Joe is enough of a mogul in order to kind of put himself in that position. I think he's content where he is. I think what you call it, sell his ass for the bread, and I think that Joe won't. And I think that what happens, it's just there's just two different sides of a coin. So every time that I put up a podcast, I tag the Black Effect Network because shout out to them. I think he's doing a great thing over there. Yes. I think when we start talking about ownership and and podcasts and shit like that, I think both of them have good points, but I also think that they're looking past each other. So to me personally, it's almost like you got love for your teacher and you also got love for the example. You know what I'm saying? I think Charlemagne is the example. I think Joe is the teacher. So I'm like, and this nigga over here, the teacher, to me, nobody does this shit better than Joe. I think Charlemagne does a good job. They got the radio show and whatnot. I think he was the original, but I just don't think he does it as good. And I think the Heat knows that. So that's the only thing that... So do I see myself wanting to watch it? Nah, I don't. I mean, like I said, I don't go out of my way to see everybody's shit. And because I'm not a fan of a lot of shit. I'm the most fickle fucking fan in the world. You know what I'm saying? If you,
that's me.
Yeah, if you fall the fuck off,
I'll have to catch a clip, and right. Be like, and that's why I had to bring it up. I mean, earlier I watched the clip, and it's crazy because the clip he actually had Ja Rule on.
Right.
What does Ja Rule think about this?
Yeah. But see, my thing is that I'm one of them people, and I'm not one of them if you fall off type people. I'm one of them if you're no longer entertaining to me type people. Yeah. And I think that, or if you do something where I'm just like, I can't really no. You know what I'm saying? And like my day is so robotic and everything that I do, and I listen to so many podcasts and I do so much shit that I have a routine. So therefore,
that ain't the routine.
Certain shit that I like, and I tried. Don't get me wrong, I tried, but I can't listen to that nigga all the time. But respect and more power to him. No, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I see these fucking cracker-ass crackers on horses whipping Haitians. Yeah. I don't even want to talk about it a whole lot. I'm just like, you niggas is wrong, and you need to be prosecuted to the furthest extent of the law. I'm over it. I'm fucking over it. How many times we got to see some dumb shit like this? Over and fucking over again? Like, for who? For what? Like, come on, man. Like, you can keep these people back without getting on a horse and whipping people back into a river. That's stupid. Excuse me. And I'm like, I just don't understand why when they broadcast it, that they're not pointing out the fact that this is what it is. They got to cut over to what's the black lady name on the politician lady that was talking about it, Kelly? What's her name? Older black lady that was talking about it. She was just
Waters.
I think that's her name. She was just talking about how they was whipping. You know what I'm saying? Like this is very slave looking, blase, blah blah blah. I'm like,
really?
I'm like, yeah, you think? But I mean, what is the mindset that goes into this? Like honestly, what is the mindset that goes into this? We're physically keeping people back from coming here. We've done it for years, but this is getting old, man.
Here's the just a week or so prior to the Haitians trying to get into America.
Right.
We just borked.
Talking to the mic.
I am talking to
I'm sorry. You was talking off to the mic, off to the side. Get your mouth off the mic. Ew.
We just brought a whole bunch of people over from Afghanistan.
Right.
But my bigger question that no one seems to be able to answer, and people are asking this on TV as well.
Right.
if you know the makeup of the United States, of Central America, Mexico, Haiti, Dominican Republic, how did the people from Haiti get there to try to cross the border?
Well, they got on a boat.
I understand they got on a boat.
Right.
I understand that.
Right. You trying to say who supplied the boats?
How did they get there?
I don't.
Because
I couldn't tell you.
If it's what I saw, were they at the Mexican border trying to cross into America,
I think that what they did was,
or were they at the Central America border?
I think they landed at Cuba, and I think that they were on. They tried to come in through the port of where they tried to come through. They wasn't Mexicans; they were Americans. So therefore, there was American people on the. So
I
they
know,
had to
but
come in
you know,
through
we have
Miami,
Americans
right.
patrolling the border
So
all the way around.
It had to be Florida. It had to be a racist Florida motherfucker doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? My thing is that at the end of the day, we need to find some sort
Because
of.
there's a lot of Haitians in Miami, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Florida, period.
Yeah.
I've never been to Miami, so don't.
Listen, Haitian mob, didn't I?
It's a lot of Haitians.
Look,
There's a lot of
I've
Haitians.
never been to Miami. I'm just
And see,
asking a
here's
question.
the
South
deal.
Florida.
You know what
South Florida.
Yeah.
pisses me off about this so much is these people. You're talking about a group of people that would be an asset to your company. To your country. Period. Most of these people speak
several languages.
4 or 5 different fucking languages. Most of these people are built like fucking bodybuilders. You know what I'm saying? They're very, very in shape and whatnot. They're very, very knowledgeable, very, very smart, very, very intuitive, and very, very, need I say it, obedient, understanding, able to get shit done. You know what I'm saying? Which fucks me up is
Work
that
well in teams.
exactly. You know what works against them is the color of their fucking skin.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's why if you ever go over to that island, whether it's DR, whether it's Haiti, more likely to be DR, every Haitian that you see over there, they'll look at you with a certain glow, a certain aura, a certain like, yo, bro, I know I'm trying to sell you some shit. I'm not trying to cap you up. I want to do this or this and the third, and I'll sell it to you for cheaper because of the color of your fucking skin. Because your skin is my skin. You know what I'm saying? You are descent of Africa, as I am. You know what I'm saying? As everybody is, but nobody else will admit it, but we will. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, honestly, I've been around them, and they really, really take that shit seriously. So when we start talking about these motherfucking cops on horses whipping them, you're absolutely right. It's out of line. And I hope these motherfuckers get fired. And, yeah. One more thing before we close that portion out. Omi and the Hellcat, when I was telling you about that, prayers up for that man. Stop fucking talking. Please stop talking.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
I don't understand. Somebody please tell him to, like, stop talking. He was on the Dev Wave podcast a couple times or whatnot, and you know, shout out to them over there. My nigga, stop talking.
Silence.
But at the end of the day and whatnot,
Silencio.
And I understand because I think that he feels as if that because he went legit and made moves, you know what I mean, after he made all the money. Because you know what he did, right? You know what it was. Come on, man.
You already know.
Come on, man. Fire stick game. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the shit, the broadcast, and he was charging people $15 a month, and he made $50 million. There's dudes out here that is doing that shit that's making hundreds of millions of dollars doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers that got cable, they got customers out here, got customers out this motherfucker with like cable numbers. Motherfuckers got 10,000 customers. You know what I'm saying? Per month, making $150 a month of motherfuckers. So it's out here. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, we as people, man, we just got to move a little bit smarter. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that, you know, the attention grab.
Stop doing it for the gram.
Yup, stop doing it for the gram. Stop doing it for the YouTube. Shout out to YouTube, but stop doing it for them because motherfuckers don't care. They'll snitch on you. They'll throw you under the bus. They don't care. And I'm almost certain somebody where he's from snitched on him.
Crabs in the barrel.
fucking ridiculous.
Crabs in the barrel.
Shout out to him, man. Stay off the fucking news and stop telling them that you think
Keep
you did something
everybody
wrong.
out your business.
This nigga saying he was telling him he feel like he did something wrong, but he don't feel like he deserves the time. It's like, nigga, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Stop talking. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ.
You try? Nah, I'm not going. Nope.
Yeah.
Next.
Prayers to that man. We're done with current events. Hey. Matter of fact, oh shit. I know. Done current events. What the fuck?
Cause your life. Come on.
We're done with current events. Quick question. We got a topic for today. Where we at? We at like fucking 40 something, 140.
140.
140. All right, check this out.
And we just
Let's
finished
talk
the
about
current
a second.
events.
Let's talk about the respect. And I'm not even talking
Or
about
lack
black people in general.
thereof.
Put some
No.
respect on my name.
The
And I ain't gonna
respect
say it no more.
that is given to money. And I'm talking about people with money. And I'm talking about in relationships and friendships and in life. All together. The respect that's given to people with money.
Carson Wentz is active for the Colts.
Oh, that's good. Yay. All right. So you keep him moving. So what you think? What do you think? Because I want to talk about. So I want to like I've had a lot of feelings lately when things that I think about, and I'm gonna bring up another topic in a second. But I want to talk about the young born that goes along with people that have money, and I'm not saying that they're young born. I'm saying people that young born themselves. Have you ever seen a nigga hang around another nigga that got money and call this nigga big bro? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is that about, bro? What is that about? What's the respect factor that a nigga has for a nigga that you know got bread? As a man.
I tell him to stop sucking a nigga dick.
Well, that's a given. But, but honestly, when you around somebody just as a man and you know he got buku bread, and the way he's moving is a nigga with buku bread.
Well, I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
even and the fact that the topic is about the fact of the bread, but motherfuckers are drawn to people with power. And in this day and age, you know, money is power.
Money's
Here.
always been power, though.
Yeah, but money, right, exactly. Money
Yeah,
always been
but-
power,
but
though.
It's always been, and so that's always been a draw.
But why aren't women like that?
Why they who?
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Fuck
Why?
you mean?
I apologize. Why aren't women like that with women? Why are they only
Yes, they
like
are.
that with men?
Yes, they are.
They're like that
Yes,
with
they
women
are.
too?
Some.
Yes, they are.
Some.
Really? So y'all act that way about Beyonce because she's rich and powerful?
Hey, yo, keep it real. Keep it G, right? Keep this G, right?
Because I know niggas act that way
Keep
about
this
Jay-Z
G,
because
right?
he's rich.
Keep this G, right?
Right.
And this
Yeah,
ain't
I
no
just want
shot.
Jay-Z to know that if he ever invite me to lunch or offer me $500,000, I'm gonna go for the $500,000.
Nigga, I'm taking the 500,000 in a fucking heartbeat,
and then I'm gonna
nigga.
treat him to lunch, and then
Yeah, then we can have a
then
conversation.
we can have a conversation.
Um,
Just if you ever invite me, I'm just
Serena is not pretty.
Who?
Her body is banging like shit.
Who?
Serena.
Oh, okay.
Serena is not pretty.
Okay.
Her body is still,
Right.
but the super helpful attraction is because she's famous, because she's an athlete, and that makes her look so much fucking better.
But that's to men.
Money to women too, bro.
Yeah.
To some women too, bro.
Yeah. I get that portion of it. So
Hey, if Ellen had no money, if Ellen had no money,
Right.
you think she'd have, as many women over her? And we're talking about somebody who is not that Ellen is ugly.
So
or
you saying
unattractive.
Ellen, like, let's do Ellen and Oprah. You think that people respect Ellen and Oprah because of the money that's tied to them?
Fuck yeah.
Well, Ellen ain't even Oprah atmosphere. So let's
She's
even talk
not.
about the stratosphere. Let's talk about
Shit,
Oprah
we
for a
can
second.
we can even go Queen. We can go Queen, Latifah. Since she's in that lane.
I don't really want to talk about Queen Latifah because I seen.
Why? Because you want to look the other way?
No, I seen
oh, well.
I seen a preview for Equalizer where she was beating somebody to fuck up.
I heard it's actually pretty good. I haven't watched it.
Let a
a good show.
55-year-old. Man, I will beat Queen Latifah. I was talking about beat Queen Latifah's ass if I was a dude. Fuck is you talking about, dog?
I'll beat the guts
Oh,
out.
wow. If I was a dude on that show, I would beat Queen Latifah's ass. But that, like, she be fucking niggas up on that show. I'm like, Okay, whatever you tell me. Either way. But what was you saying?
But money,
Queen Latifah though?
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. I guess the respect factor that goes along with it. I'm just talking about with guys. I already know. Men, the way we move, the way we operate. Niggas, the nigga.
We're supposed to be alphas, but we're
Rich
there's leaders
niggas
and there's followers.
Rich
in
niggas
the world,
get,
period.
Yep.
There's leaders and there's followers.
Rich niggas get big bro by other rich niggas. Period. Jay-Z gets big bro by Warren Buffett. So that's what I'm saying. The respect factor comes from
Warren
the
Buffett
money.
is who he's done tried to learn from to make more motherfucking money.
All right, nigga, I get all that shit. But at the end
But
of the
see,
day,
in his aspect, he's learning. You're talking about the regular average motherfucker
Yeah,
who just
they go-
hanging around,
you see the
ain't
right-
learning, but just hoping to, I'm gonna get some ass because this nigga get all, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm gonna get the
You-
crumbs.
you-
be in the
you
club,
have
nigga.
you have the
I'm gonna be in the
ones
club.
that
He gonna pop the bottles because I'm with him. You know what I mean? It's
That
gonna
I'm
look
gonna
he a
partake
scrub.
of that.
The scrubs.
Right.
The scrubs who TLC was
you
talking
have
about.
those that are going to big bro Jay-Z
right.
to sit at the right hand of knowledge. To get knowledge.
Now,
Okay.
those
And then you
can't get out,
have
you respect.
those that are going to big bro him
to be
to
seen, to be around.
take advantage and be seen and
Okay,
try to
okay.
The roaches.
right the roaches and you know, like you said, if
Right,
he's
right.
if you're hanging with him today and he's in VIP and he's popping bottles, then you get to take advantage of what he already paid for.
Yeah, we
You
pop-
have those roaches, those leeches.
Right.
And then you have the ones that's not even worried about those bottles because he wants to get his own bottle and he wants to get that knowledge of what Jay is trying to put out there or what Warren Buffett is trying to put out there.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So you got
right.
the people that's trying to learn,
Right.
but then you also got the people that's just trying to get.
So,
And they're trying to get what
so it doesn't
you
matter
have
who's the ants and who's the
through.
roaches.
But we're still
No matter who
talking.
the ants
You
and
got
who's the
your
roaches.
worker ants,
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
you got
got
the
the
worker
roaches.
And
bees,
you got the cockroaches.
and then you got the cockroaches.
So, but my thing is that everything that we're talking about is men. What about women? What is it? What? No, it's not. It's not. And that's what kind
It's
of
not.
what
And it's not the
For
same
women,
because
for
then
women.
even though jealousy can come into play with men,
right.
it comes into play way differently.
Yes.
Okay.
So
So women will come, the jealousy will come into play. They won't even hang around you. They can't even. They can't even stand to be around you.
Right.
Because you got what they want. And they're on the point of, like you said earlier, why not me? Why
Okay.
not me? Why
Right.
not me? Because you're not doing what
Okay.
she did.
So-
you don't know the work she put in.
Right.
She may actually make it look easy.
So, but the women, and that's what I mean.
You
So
know,
women
but
don't
then you
idolize
have-
Beyonce and Rihanna because of their money. They idolize them because of whatever message they put out in their music.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Yeah.
that's real, bro.
No.
It is.
Yeah.
I agree with her.
I
agree with her.
You are a man.
Yeah,
That I am.
You
Yeah,
are a man.
women.
So I'm going to
because
tell you,
women is not like
there are women that love Beyonce just because they love
Yep.
Beyonce.
Now, when they
Then
love a
have-
man, on the other hand,
different.
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 When women love a man, on the other hand, it's different. So let's talk about the respect factor that goes along with women.
God damn, Smarty Artie.
The women in relationships with
You out?
men. Women in relationships with men.
More bad.
Somebody's a smarty fiend. God damn.
You gonna be
I
bouncing off a goddamn
But I
walls.
mean, it's different. Like I have a friend
Uh huh.
that is a director of sales in the hospitality industry in which I work,
Right.
and she was just actually within her company
Right.
promoted as like regional director of diversity to help get more people of color into the corporation,
Okay.
which is sort of
Right.
how I got my new job.
Let me ask you a question. Can I make a question?
But she is somebody that
Mm-hmm.
in the industry, one I look up to,
Right.
and I've known her, like our kids are roughly the same age, so I've known her at least 16 years.
Right. Right. Right.
But she is someone I look up to in the industry because I've seen how hard she works. She
Absolutely.
is someone that I can tap into to get knowledge on what my next step should be, how I should make that next step how I should vocalize what I'm saying.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
And it's not a jealousy thing.
Yeah. I understand that.
Why is she at this point and I'm not at this point? She's taking different steps to get where she is. But she's pulling me behind her to say,
yeah, this is what you would do. Right.
This is what you can do to get to that next step.
So women,
Like
okay,
she-
so as far as women go, women.
Look, honestly, she stole me from a job.
Real quick. But
She came straight for me.
We also have to realize this is coming
made
to
sure-
us from
Right.
a Leo woman who's motivated,
Right.
who wants more, who
Okay.
pushes to get more, who's not happy being complacent.
But when is the last time that you've
But
gotten
you
the
have-
truth? Oh,
Your
What is-
average, and I hate to say this,
When is the
I
la-
hate to be the nigga in
Right.
the bitch, but your average black woman is not Kelly.
But when
does
is
not
that?
have Kelly's
Hold on,
mindset.
wait. Time out.
Does not have Kelly's
Wait.
disposition.
One at a time. One at a time.
Keith,
What?
wait.
What?
Keith, wait.
What?
Say that again.
She does not have her mindset.
No. Just go back. Go back.
Oh, the average
That-
black woman is not Kelly. Okay.
I love it. I love it.
Sorry. So listen. But
loved it.
They're ridiculous. Think about this for a second.
Sugar
Right?
high.
But the average person, average woman, or whatnot, that is complacent, that is on that regular shit, will not even tell you that that's the shit that she's on, especially when it comes to other women, because they don't want to feel like one has one up on her. So she's not.
They won't tell.
But
they'll game you up with I got this going on, I got that going on, I got this
But
going
nobody
on,
cares.
and don't be doing shit.
But nobody cares because there's nothing to show behind
No,
it.
because and they will never have nothing to show but a whole bunch of hope screams.
Then we can negate that whole situation because they're irrelevant. My thing, this is what I'm talking about.
Unfortunately, it's more of those which what we need,
Yeah.
and we're fathers with daughters.
Right.
What we need are more women.
I'm focusing on my
push
daughters.
like sis.
I'm focusing on my daughter. I'm focusing on my daughter and the people that I love. Everybody else to me is irrelevant. I don't even give a fuck. I'm talking more about
for
podcast purposes. Yeah.
So people are actually listening. So we want to be inspirational regardless.
Yeah, we're gonna be inspirational. Yeah.
But it's also
Like I
you
said
want people
before.
around.
Like I said before.
You want people around your family that you know,
absolutely. That
not so-
inspire.
not so many-
Upbuilding.
right?
Upbuilding.
You're right.
Productive.
You know, not saying I'm trying to be a mentor to your daughter,
Right.
But I am a woman that your daughter sees.
I understand
So-
everything that you're saying. My thing is that I'm just talking about how it compares to with women and whatnot. Of course,
Right.
and that's just the same thing with men and men because there is a strand of people that flow on the realm that you're talking about, as you know what I mean, that is just
They
jealous
spit
and
game.
spite. Yeah, you
They
talk
spit
a lot
game,
of
but
shit.
don't do nothing.
Don't do shit.
Right.
Boom. And that's on both sides of the both sides of the spectrum. Let's talk about more about what we're the way that women think about men that are in a position of success. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a huge question. If there was a
I don't
man
really think about it.
that
but
you
go ahead.
knew that was in more of a position of power and he was dating or married to a friend of yours
Okay.
and your man wasn't in that position of power, is there innately more respect for him than your man? No. And I'm not even talking. No. I'm not talking about the internal respect. I'm not talking about the respect that comes along with everything that you are with him and y'all built together. I'm talking about the external thing, the thing that when you see him, there's a respect, thoroughness, force field around a nigga. You know how the respect, thoroughness. Like when you see Barack, there's a respect, thoroughness around the nigga. Like even when you see like you feel
swag different.
That's what I'm saying. You feel like you feel the way about your brother, about Big.
Right.
There's a respect, thoroughness around it. Is there a position in which that you look at and you just like, hey, he's to be respected? Maybe even a little bit more than the one that I'm next to.
Never.
Why?
Never.
Why?
Never.
And is that just you, or you think that's everybody? Because I don't believe that that's everybody.
I don't think it's everybody.
Right.
I don't think it's everybody. I don't want to say it's just me.
Right.
It may be my circle.
Okay.
But I'm never going to respect somebody else's, whether it's my brother or not.
Okay.
I'm not going to
Respect him.
respect
above your mate.
you any less because you don't have what my brother has.
See, it's hard for me to take what you're saying at face value, especially when it comes from other people, because it's very much
Like I said,
contrary.
it's just me.
It's contrary to where we started this argument from.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you respect the money and respect the power, there is no disrespect of that unless it's personal. The respect, the money, and the
somewhere it's
the-
always going to become personal.
Does it?
It does.
How?
It just does.
I mean,
It just does.
it doesn't. Like when you, there's nothing about Barack Obama that becomes personal.
Well, not. I'm talking about
You know what
inner
I'm saying?
circle.
I'm
talking
not,
inner circle.
forget the inner circle. I'm just talking about because that person might not be in your inner circle. They might be directly associated outwardly to your inner circle.
So if it's not somebody in my inner circle, I can't respect them more than somebody that's in my inner circle.
Not even respect them more on whatever I
I
said.
mean,
don't know
I give everyone respect.
There's,
me,
level,
Just because
there's
you're-
levels to this shit, though. There's
Just because
levels
you're
to this.
rich and admired does not mean you get my
I'm not gonna respect you.
Ooh, now so let's talk
'Cause
about
your money is your money, ain't
but,
my money.
right, but
And
let's
So,
talk.
so I can't
and
respect your
especially-
shit more than.
But let's talk
now
about
you
Am-
can
now-
motivate me
Right.
and push me to
But
make me to want to step my shit up.
But let's talk about the difference between respect and admiration.
Right.
They're two different
You know what I'm
things.
saying? So all right, so
'Cause
if
that's
they're-
the thing.
Right, they're two different things.
I think with respect, you actually have to know a person. You
okay.
have to know a person.
No,
Uh,
no, no.
And as far
I
as
just don't-
admiration, I can't say I respect Jay-Z because I don't know Jay-Z.
okay.
Do
you
I
don't
admire the things that he's done, the
you
places
respect,
that
you respect Michelle Obama?
I admire Michelle Obama.
Do you respect her?
I don't know her.
See, I don't know. I
I
can't
can't
put a division
like
up.
I personally feel like respect is earned. Respect is earned.
How?
That's through me knowing you.
But see, you're
like
saying-
you, I respect. Why? Because you're my brother.
Right.
You doing some things.
But
I physically, visibly see you doing some things with your family, with your son, your daughter, your
Right,
wife.
right.
I see these things.
But you're saying that you're saying
Like,
there
you
has to
can-
be a
you
direct
can-
element of respect. Like you have to say
yeah,
it has to be it has to be
acknowledge.
tangible. You have to be in the room with
respect
respect.
has to be earned.
No.
You have
Respect has
Nah.
to be earned.
You have to be. I don't
Respect
have
has
to
to
be in
be
the
earned.
room for respect. My thing is that there is a difference to me with in the room respect and out of the room respect. I agree with that, but I don't. You don't have to know me in order for me
Like,
to
do
have
I
some sort of
respect the
respect for
work
you.
that you put in? Like, do I respect the work that Michelle Obama has put in to
But see,
her
now-
professional? Yes, I
But
respect.
now we're talking semantics. Now we're talking
Right,
semantics.
but it is semantics.
But okay, so and it's kind of go back to what I was saying last time that we potted.
So you have to meet
You
a
not-
person
you are who
and,
you
and
are, not
interact
what
with
you
them
do.
to respect them, to learn to respect.
Say it
them?
again.
So you have to meet and interact with a person to learn to respect them.
For me, yeah.
So what they've shown,
I
what
can
they've shown.
admire.
So admiration.
See, I was taught respect is a two-way street. You give it, that's all you ask in return. And off
But
the
to
rip,
give it
I'm
in return,
I'm going to come
you
to
have
you.
to know the person.
I'm going. No. I'm
know.
going.
I don't know.
Everywhere I go, and I carry myself, and I can go in almost any hood, and not just in this city, in a lot of cities.
Right.
I can go in clubs in a lot of cities. In most clubs, I don't even get searched. I don't even get searched.
Because your name.
No. Beyond my name, I can go a random place. I carry myself giving off respect, only expecting that in return. You don't have to like me.
Right.
You will probably, if you get to know me, love me. But I'm giving you respect to only ask for it in return.
So it is an element. I mean, listen, I understand exactly what he's saying because at the end of the day, there is an outer portion of respect. There is, to me, like I said before, I can't.
And that's just
quote
like I
everybody.
said, that's just
Yeah.
how I was raised.
Like there's an
grandfather, my
outer
grandpa-
portion of respect. Does it stem as deep as somebody that I respect intimately and that I know? No, it can't. because I know this person directly. I've spent time with this person directly, so therefore the respect flows deeper. My thing is that we're still talking about outer courses of respect. And my thing is that when you start talking about something that's on the surface, judgment is a motherfucker. People have a thing about them in which this is the reason why women cheat. Oh, ain't nobody gonna say nothing about that, huh? Men cheat because it's something new, the ass is fat, you're intrigued, you want to fuck. Women cheat because
They're emotionally missing something.
here we go with that bullshit. Women are always
That's
emotionally missing
bullshit.
something.
I cheated a lot of times because there was things that I wasn't the fuck getting at home. Let's keep it the fuck chill. Either I
Well,
wasn't
then
getting sex,
that's
I
why
wasn't
most
getting
women
head,
cheat,
I
too.
wasn't getting affection.
That's why
Fuck,
most women cheat, too.
men cheat because of lack of affection too.
My thing is, but what I'm
Ooh,
saying
look
is,
at that.
what I'm saying is that
Oh, y'all
women.
want to avoid that, huh?
Box.
Who the hell boxing?
John from Tilt.
Oh,
that was
shit.
serious.
God damn, that nigga meant that shit. He meant
That's
that.
serious.
God damn, nigga meant it. But honestly, I think that that's the reason why. And I'm not even. And I said women, and I didn't say men. I said women. That's the reason why, because there is a level of outer respect that they have, regardless of whatever you let nasty shit you let this man do to you. Respect him enough to let him do this. Ain't that a bitch? But nobody's saying nothing about that. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's certain things like honest, let's pod. Because I'm trying to figure out exactly
What you talking about?
the weird, yeah. What does that situation like that come down to?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
I
Fuck
get that.
out of here. If it's something that a nigga brings to the table or whatnot,
There's swag. It's just,
So they respect the swag?
It's just a vibe. You know what? It's a vibe sometimes. Sometimes it's a vibe.
so they
it's a
respect the
connection.
vibe.
You know, it's something different that's brought to the
Oh
table.
hell no! Is those the shitty gummies?
No.
The organic ones, or there was a diet.
No,
gummies?
it's not Black Forest.
She
It's
Oh,
like
oh,
chill
oh.
she
ones.
like the horrible.
Haribo.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. All right, good.
I'm good. I'm missing. These are shit. You mean Black Forest is the shit?
But I don't know. Like I said, that's just my thought process on it. Like I said before, I feel like
So ultimately, it's a matter of power. Yeah, power plays a part. And unfortunately, you know, people chase power.
They respect
people chase power. It ain't even always about a matter of people
Women won't
respecting
get-
power. So
women won't get a
sometimes-
dime.
A lot of times, it's admiration for the power.
Yep. Hey, that's the point. Women won't get a dime from a nigga and suck his dick because he got the because he got the money.
Expect to get. Oh, he got money. All right. What the fuck makes so? Ooh, girl, you better fuck him if he rich.
Fuck him if he rich. He ain't give you a dime. Drop your ass off in the cab.
Man, call the motherfucking Uber if that.
Yeah, call the Uber on your ass and all that shit. What the fuck is we talking about? That's
what
what I
you
mean.
doing later? Well, I don't know what you doing later. Yo, Uber outside. I got plans.
But that's what I'm
things
saying.
to
Like,
do.
women shoot and that's what I'm saying. They shoot they shot, and that's the reason why you got trappers and shit out there.
They banking on their coochie?
Oh, big time. But just to respect the money, it is what it is. But I think we bring that back
Nigga
around.
better not come for me unless
You ready?
he got a bag.
You ready?
Man, you better bag your fucking face, your ass, and something else and take it that way.
Cause on to Kelly's question.
Oh, it's such an appropriate question.
Kelly.
I feel like I want to ask both of these questions.
You gotta ask two questions. Normally it's always a fucking compound question anyway. It's like a 6-part question.
Right, but neither one have anything to do with each other. They just happen to be question 84 to 85.
Okay.
And I just happened to read question 84, and I wanted to ask that one too. But question 85, since it relates to what we kind of were speaking on money.
Right.
If what you owned had no bearing on what people thought of you, would you spend your money differently?
If what you own had
Mm-hmm.
no bearing of what people thought of you, would you spend your money differently?
Absolutely, because I'm one of them people. Absolutely. because I have things and dreams and goals and aspirations and shit that I chase or whatnot. And I haven't bought myself a pair of sneakers in a year and a half. So I'm one of them people. Mm-hmm. I don't think I would ever, if I walk into a store and spend $260 on a pair of sneaks, I would feel like shit because I feel like that's half the money for a camera. I could have bought a bunch of lighting. I could have put money down on trying to get a place. You know what I'm saying? In order, you know what I mean, to do more podding. So if I had it and I would do it that way, I think that's the reason why I moved the way that I moved. I need to cut out certain things in my life or whatnot because I'm if it ain't about a quick fix for me with certain things, like when I go out for the night and I go drink and I go have a good time and I go blow that little $150 or whatnot, I'm like, damn, I didn't need to spend that. But at least I know I'm like, all right, I had a good time on the back end is tangible in my mind, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But if I bought something that I can see every day, and I'm like, man, what the fuck am I wearing these for? What the fuck do I have this on? What the fuck did I get this for? Because of the simple fact that I feel like I could have did something else with it. So, yeah, I'm just like, I don't think my concern is so much about the way that I move or whatnot. Now, is it a catch-22? Is it a double-edged sword? Yes. The reason why is that because I'll be feeling like I want to go places, I want to get super fly, but I didn't take the time out to get
Piece shit together.
Exactly. I didn't buy shit that I needed to get at the time. I didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't get the $250 sneaks or whatnot, which would go thorough with this, with whatever outfit I got. Or I didn't get this, that, and third.
Well, at least you still had the crispy whites for the all white 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You
yeah,
pulled out the-
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Nigga, that was a scramble. That was a nice little scramble, but I had the pants. And I just put my sneaks on, and then I had the fucking, then I went and bought a shirt. You know what I'm saying? So certain things are...
The lineup was there.
Lineup was there. So certain things work because they work. And I found that nautical polo on a humbug. That shit was just hanging in the closet like, hey, nigga, what's up?
How you doing?
And I'm like, oh, shit. But, yeah, so me, personally, like I said before, it's a yay and a nay, but I don't think so because of the way that I float. You know what I mean? But that's me. My biggest thing, though, is I want to do it all.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the reason why I run into that. Because I'm like, nigga, if I could get everything I want to get, then do what I want to do,
Cool.
nigga, I'll be living a life.
And like friend.
I am. What do you think?
Me, as a parent,
Right.
of course I would. Because mine is the fact of, because of kids and bills, I don't give a fuck about what people think about what the fuck I buy. But in the same hence, I really don't spend money on myself.
Right.
I barely, and you know, I used to be a crazy fucking shopper, sneakerhead, you know, always fucking shopping. I remember at certain points in my life, even in my 20s at times, my 20s and 30s,
Right.
like almost every week I went fucking shopping.
Right.
It's different when you have kids and grandkids.
That's true.
It's a whole lot different, and you're taking care of your responsibilities,
Right.
and the money may not be what it used to be when you had so much more fucking stupid money. So you got to be more responsible with your money.
Right.
So that has to play a part. But yeah, that's the shit. It's pure fucking Jordans that just came out that I want.
Right.
That I've
How
been
much
trying
are
to find. At my size, $230.
Right.
No, it's crazy because on one site they were 210.
Right.
No, they were 220 used. No, 220 brand new.
Right.
245 used. Huh? What the fuck? How do you charge more for used sneakers?
Maybe it was worn. Maybe it was worn by Jordan.
No, it definitely wasn't. But we have to be mindful. Again, yeah, yes. I want to go on trips.
Right.
Today I want to honestly, if I didn't take that major loss, 2 nights ago, I might have been fucking around saying fuck it and getting them $125 floor seats for the night for the concert. Because I was like, fuck, I think it's 65 for the one level, 80 for another level, and 125 for the floor. I wanted to be on the fucking floor. And I was going to stuff me a cone about that motherfucking long. I'm going to be in that bitch chiefing.
And wait. Before we go over to Kelly, what you just said now it throws my mind in the tailspin because people listen and they be like, nigga, you full of shit. Because, nigga, we heard you say that you took 2 trips to DR. Listen.
You did.
Now, no. So let me explain.
In like 2.5 weeks.
No,
apart.
because I really want to explain. Shut the fuck up. But I want to explain and whatnot is that
DR, Dominican Republic.
Shut up.
Out of the country.
So
2 stamps in the passport.
Now, all right. So the traveling thing, on the other hand, might be a little bit something different and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't think I do the traveling thing and whatnot in order to floss. Unfortunately, it does become a flossy, flexy type
How
thing.
many times you been out the country this year?
Just twice. This year.
How many weeks within each other?
Mind your business. It was.
Okay. That was out the country.
It was-
How many trips have you taken this year?
Just like 4.
No.
4.
No.
4.
No.
I want to.
Kelly.
Huh?
Kelly, how many trips have
4. 4. I want to.
you know we are in September, right? Of 2021, right? Mm-hmm. So how many trips in 2021?
4.
You sure?
Where'd you go?
I went to New Orleans. Mm-hmm. And DR twice.
Ian?
Where?
I'm waiting for him.
New Orleans once, and I went to DR twice.
That's 3.
Right.
So where's the 4?
I didn't go
You
to 4.
came up with the 4, so I was hoping you knew.
Oh. Well, that was it. No, it was just 3.
I think it's more trips. I believe it was more trips.
No,
I believe it was like 2 more trips.
no disrespect. I think she's taking more trips.
No, I know she's taking more trips.
Yeah, I
but
don't
believe
think he has.
No, I think he's been on like 2 more trips.
Not this year.
Not me.
Not 2021.
Not 2021.
I went to Atlanta twice. That doesn't count.
Now that I'm fucking thinking.
No,
Wait.
you didn't do Vegas. Did you do Vegas?
No, I didn't do Vegas this year. Well,
Did you go
I
Miami?
was supposed to. I got sick.
You were supposed to do Vegas.
Yeah,
You
supposed to
supposed to went to
Vegas.
Florida.
Supposed to going to Florida, never went.
Didn't go to Florida.
Yeah, fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
Texas is next year.
Texas is in January.
Because we were supposed to went somewhere, Maryland. Because we were supposed to do.
I went to Maryland.
Yeah.
But that's not really. That's just Maryland.
Is that Philadelphia?
It's just
that-
Maryland.
that's
I go to
another
Jersey
state?
every fucking day. I work in Jersey.
That.
Work.
So I can use
in-
work. I can use
When,
work.
when
as
you
my
went to
excuse,
Maryland,
right?
did you?
Did I
What
go
you do?
somewhere-
Never mind.
Did I go somewhere else?
I think you went somewhere else, bro.
No, you talking about my layovers. I think I stopped in Chicago. We was in Chicago and Dallas, but that was the layovers for the plane trip. I ain't go nowhere else. No, not since 2019. I drove to Virginia Beach in 2020 and went to Maryland a few times. That was it. 2020 is when I went ape shit. I went to fucking France and in
Not in 2020.
Cancun. No, 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, France and Cancun and Miami and
Yeah.
I was wild that year. That was crazy shit. But that's what I'm saying. But I took these trips. It wasn't. But see, that's all right. So the trip thing, I'm gonna blame Shannon. The trip thing is more on Shannon because my wife likes to go places, so we be going places sometimes. That's That's
I don't
it.
be going nowhere.
Huh?
I don't be going nowhere.
Nigga, you go somewhere every fucking weekend. You got a fucking show in fucking Maryland,
That'd be
Baltimore,
work.
Jersey. So
That'd
that's
be work.
Fuck
That'd be
out
work.
here. Yup. Nigga, you work.
I was supposed to had the show in DC last night, but
You work for 2 hours. What you do for the rest of the 2 days? You fuck out there.
I don't be out there no damn 2 days.
Fuck out of here.
Shit, only place. Now, if Virginia, I'm staying overnight. If I do, on average, if I go to Baltimore, DC for a show, I'm coming home the same night.
All right. So Kelly, what's your answer to this question?
I might spend my money a little differently, but
Mm-hmm.
I already think I spend my money differently.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, and not based on anybody else. I base my money that I spend on
Your budget,
my necessities.
your finances.
Right. You know, I'm not fronting for anybody. Like
I
if
don't
I
think
can't,
it-
like
yeah.
if I can't go, I can't go, and I'm
Right.
not gonna feel bad because I can't go. I can't go because my rent is paid, my car note is paid,
Right.
the bills are paid, and if I don't have any change left over from that to participate in some of the other things that I want to participate in.
Right.
Well, that is just what it is. I am not going to try to, overextend myself for anyone else to just be like, yeah, I can go, I can do this. No, I can't.
Right.
I can't.
Right.
Absolutely.
And
I'm getting to a better position where, I can now participate in some of the things that I want to, and I'm kind of mad at, 2020 because we had a family trip. My cousins and I, we had a family cruise all set. I was almost paid for it when COVID hit, and we're like, we can't go. So, just to be able to finally take my son on a trip somewhere, like I never really have been able to take my son on vacation somewhere because it's me.
Right,
financially. And so that was be the first year. Like, dope.
Yeah.
Like he's been on a cruise. I haven't.
You ain't never been on a cruise?
Nope.
Cruises is nasty.
I've been on Spirit of Philadelphia, and I've been on
Nigga.
a boat show in. Nah, I did like 2 or 3 boat shows.
Cruising the Schuylkill.
That is not a cruise.
It's not a cruise.
No, Dick the Moon. Remember, I went to New York some years back to go do a boat show. So imagine dancing on a boat that's cruising the Hudson and going around the motherfucking Statue of Liberty and shit. Going around dancing, jangling and shit. You know what I mean? Looking.
That's still not a fucking cruise, nigga.
Exactly. I haven't been on a real cruise.
I don't know.
Every time I was
a
supposed to
midnight
be-
party on the Spirit of Philadelphia where we cruised the Schuylkill.
Midnight parties on the Spirit of Philadelphia or the
Are not a
Philadelphia
cruise.
yacht is not a cruise.
I know that.
When you wake the fuck up and look out that little ass window or whatnot and they don't see nothing but water, that's a fucking cruise. You like, holy shit, some scary shit. But either way, it is what it is. But you have a life lesson prepared for us today?
Yes, I do.
All right, tell us what you got there so we can wrap this motherfucker up.
Okay. Today's life lesson, as always, is inspired off my life.
The hell is wrong with Kelly?
I think it was a wind up.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was the wind up for me.
Crazy, interesting, great fact for me. I was telling you earlier, had a conversation with my dad, my pop. This is probably the first time ever on this podcast.
Saying those words?
I referred to him as my dad or my pop.
Right.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
actually
that-
said, I'm not going to, you're not
Yeah.
going to say my donor.
Yeah.
Right.
But comfortably saying my pop. We had a conversation.
That's a lot.
Lasted almost an hour.
Wow.
Lasted
Right.
almost an hour.
Right.
And
You know how much of an improvement that is.
he apologized to me.
Amen.
I know.
He apologized to me for not being there, for not being a father to me or, any of his kids.
More
You know,
more of that. Mm-hmm.
And not to say in his defense, in which should have made it even more reason for him to not do it because the fact of he was continuing the cycle because his dad wasn't there at all.
Right.
But he also explained some of his story
Right.
to help me even more understand why his ass wasn't coming back to my city.
Right.
I'm 41 years old. I'm a father. I'm a grandfather.
You a pop pizzle.
Him apologizing to me,
Right.
I felt like broke off a glacier of ice that might have sunk the Titanic. So I can now start to truly heal. I can learn how to heal so that I can truly be the man, king,
That your children need you to
father,
be.
grandfather
Pop pizzle.
that's needed, because ultimately what I learned and what we all has to remember, as long as we wake up, as
There's
long as
another
we wake up,
chance.
we have time to right our wrongs. We have time to right our wrongs.
Holla.
We have time to work on healing.
Absolutely.
And I'm extremely happy.
You better say a word.
Man, listen, I almost cried on the phone. I said, man, thank you. Like, you don't understand how much anger, frustration.
Right.
I said, man, you don't know, I terrorized fucking streets in Florida, the islands, Jersey, New York, here. I said, I terrorized fucking streets because of my anger.
Right.
My frustration, my feeling of wanting to be accepted by, if nobody else, the person who was supposed to teach me as a man how to lead.
Right.
So much of our generation,
It's true.
and even the generation before, because he's a product of the generation of before,
Right.
of the kings not being there to lead, let alone teach the young princes how to lead. We have a generation of males who don't know how to lead. We have women trying to tell men what they're supposed to do, how they're supposed to do. What was just brought out, you played the clip. People telling us what we're supposed to do, how we're supposed to do, but they gotta live their life. We need to learn how to lead, and we have to be there to teach our princes how to fucking lead.
You said nothing but a word.
Absolutely.
I want to say that, and talking into what he's just said,
Right.
with his father apologizing and him, just being able to shake some of that.
And I'm
off.
still absorbing it.
Yeah.
I'm still absorbing it.
I was talking to my son's therapist and telling him about something, and it made real clear in that statement that you said of what really happened with my son and his father.
Right.
Is that when my son and his father had their physical altercation and you stopped dealing with your son, you gave up on your son. But in turn, by you giving up on your son gave up on himself.
Okay.
So how does he figure out how to be a man when the person that's supposed to show him how to be a man is not there?
Right.
So then that anger, like you said,
He takes it out, and it goes.
Right.
When I say it's crazy how so similar our story was,
Yeah.
my mom told me that my grandfather, my dad's father,
Right.
actually at one point, part of when I was young and before I was born, used to live with them.
Oh wow.
Used to live with them.
Right.
Remember I told you the family.
Yeah.
Used to actually live with them.
Right.
My father, basically, his grandfathers, both of his grandfathers, were the ones who were the male figures who kind of helped to raise him.
Right.
He lost both of them early teens.
Right.
For me, it was my grandpa, which was my mother's grandfather,
Right.
and my granddaddy, which was my grandmother's husband, who I thought until I was a teenager was my actual grandfather, but he wasn't.
Right.
And my grandpa passed when I was in elementary school.
Right.
My granddaddy passed when I was in middle school. And when he passed and I was in middle school, I went ape shit. Yard open, couldn't nobody keep checks on me.
Right.
So and there was a similar tale with him. 15, his mom moved him to Tallahassee, put him in the juvie joint to help him get himself together.
Right.
He was actually getting himself together, great grades and everything, got a scholarship to Florida State, came home to visit, got my mom pregnant. Old chick he used to deal with had an issue, done spit some shit to some motherfucking niggas.
Right.
So these niggas on drunk, so they try him.
Right.
Well, they try him, and they both lost their life. That's why my father wasn't coming back to fucking Daytona.
Right.
This nigga got a life sentence for one, and he got 33 years for the other one. And he appealed and fought and got that and got a lot of that time, gave a lot of that time back.
Right.
But at the same token, this ain't no big city. So if you done killed somebody,
Yeah.
and shit, you done killed 2 niggas.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because nigga he did it with his hands. But you
Right.
killed 2 niggas.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think his people feel about it?
Right.
They on your head.
Right.
They
They on
stalking
they,
you.
they on your so
They waiting for you to set one more foot in here.
It truly helped and explain for me, especially a person who I'm a convict. Unfortunately, following in his steps, but kind of same simulation. Because a lot of times, a lot of the fucking assault cases I caught wasn't me going looking for shit.
Yeah.
Shit happened.
Motherfuckers either tried me or and I ain't back down from shit or from no fucking body.
Right.
Oh, you want to cross this path? All right, let's get the fuck in.
Right.
And him getting the fuck in, defending him fuck himself, took 2 lives, altered change. As he said, made him a slave to the system for 33 years.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You never know. I mean, it's always good to have, you know what I'm saying,
Helps
a
me
discord.
see where I come from.
Exactly. It's
Helps
always good
me see a lot of what's in me, why, and
You got
where
clarity.
it can't.
conversationally,
You got
man.
clarity.
But and also conversations though, man, too, because like even when you was talking about, you know what I'm saying, the way that, you know what I mean, your son and his father Phil, and you know what I mean, you're talking about the therapist or whatnot. Even though it's a situation that can be diagnosed, we still have conclusional options to it.
Right.
There's always a situation in which that's the conclusion, because it helps us steer that situation better. You'll never know exactly how he felt because he's not willing to put it out there.
Right.
So when I tell you, here's what I do tell you.
Everybody deserves a
Here's
chance
what I
to heal.
Absolutely. Not only a chance to heal, but a chance to explain their side. Because if at the end of the day, if you are a total and complete, let me tell you something. I'm an asshole. But I know I'm an asshole, but I can be an asshole to my own fucking children.
Me too.
If y'all get on my nerves, I'm not really fucking with y'all right now.
I'll be
And
asshole to everybody.
just like anybody else. So at the end of the day, when it's sometimes we have these things in our own mind, especially when we start talking about our children and being the children of, we feel like we have these things ingrained in us to say that we should come before the feelings of the people that bore us. Unfortunately, we don't, because those are still people. We look at them as these infallible superheroes that, well, they had me and whatnot. They needed to understand and what. Let me tell you something. A lot of our parents and whatnot, like nobody's parent has a fucking idea what they're doing when they have them. At all. They all freestyle.
There is no.
They all freestyle and they all
There's
wing
no
it. So
database. There is no book. There's no
here's
book on instructions
here's my thing.
to parent Caleb.
When I butt heads with the 6'3", 300-pound nigga upstairs, you know what I'm saying? I do it on a level of, yo, and I tell him straight up the way I feel. If there's intervention that comes in from his mom, it's like, yo, me and you don't have nothing to do with what's going on with them, but I know that you're going to defend him. So therefore, right now, part of my mind, for the next 24 hours, both y'all kiss my ass. I said, because y'all not listening to what the fuck I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because no. Because
Double ass kisses for everybody.
because the problem is sometimes you have to, especially I'm speaking to it as a man. I'm speaking to it as a man that tries to be in tune and attached to his feelings and whatnot, and tries to express what he feels to the people in his life. There's a defense mechanism that comes up automatically, and it's always, you're not supposed to be this way, you're not supposed to do this, that, and the third. But all in all, I couldn't imagine. That's why I said your baby father has to have the maturity and the whatnot in order to tell y'all how he feels.
Right.
But until he gets out of his bitch ass way, he's not gonna be able to do it.
Exactly.
But
take his million
the
pad off.
moment that he does, hear him out. Because if my son swing on me and I whoop his ass, we got a problem. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't just stem back from me feeling as if that, okay, I can deal with it because this shit is what happens. This is one of those things where I'm like, nigga, unfortunately, it sucks and I shouldn't be this way. I'm your dad, but I'm looking at you a little funny right now. Right. Because now in the back of my mind, I'm thinking that, I'm thinking that something ain't right. You know what I mean? And we got to deal with something on the back end. Now, some people are just
like, and that's where
get total bitch ass and they just go away. Like,
right.
Going away is not the wave. But
exactly
facing
you
a
were
situation.
supposed to.
But you are gonna get
Y'all-
my ass
y'all-
to kiss for a little bit.
Right. Y'all,
You know what I'm saying?
y'all
You are.
calm-
You know what I mean?
Y'all calm down.
Yeah.
And then go talk to your son and explain to him, like, yo,
Yeah.
one, this can't happen.
Right.
Two, what's going on? How did we get there?
And I also would tell him, I'll be telling him, like, listen, nigga, regardless of what it is, the moment you did that, you became this to me in my eyes. You always gonna be my son, because two things can be true. You always gonna be my son. I always gonna love you. I'm always gonna be there for you. But at the end of the day, the moment that you place something in front of me or whatnot, that not only is detrimental to my health, but is detrimental to the way that I feel about you because you wanted to, then we have a different issue. And it's unfortunate that we never had these conversations because we feel like everything that's supposed to be should be.
We were always
You know what I'm
taught,
saying?
Get over it.
Yeah,
Keep
get over it,
moving.
get past it. You
It's
know what I'm saying?
life. You know what I mean? Men don't show feelings. We don't show emotion.
What's your baby father's name?
She don't know.
No,
What is it?
I know.
What is it?
What?
Please
He's not
tell
one
me.
of us. He's not one of us.
He's a Leo?
He's not one of us.
Is he?
He one of us.
August.
He one of them motherfuckers.
Oh. Is it more of a Virgo? Or is it Leo? Okay.
He early.
Early?
15th.
And that's kind of leaning towards Virgo.
That's
Yeah, it's just leaning towards Virgo. But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, fire signs always butthurt. Always fucking butthurt.
Yeah.
It's always somebody's always
There's
butthurt.
a difference between us July and them August, man.
No, but like
No, it is,
No.
nigga.
But you July niggas
I
get
don't.
butthurt too. Y'all fuck out of here. You told Big Bro you gonna leave Kool-Aid in his lip for fucking talking to you crazy. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. You told
He
Big
was
Bro-
out of pocket.
All right, at the end of the day,
Oh,
but you carried that shit with you for like a butt.
Listen,
Cause he was mad because he was like, yo, stop playing. Cause he was mad at you for the type of shit we get mad at you for, nigga. Show up when you say you gonna show up. Exactly.
More like
and your
12
ass was
o'clock.
fucking butthurt because he came at you. You was like, nigga, don't make me put Kool-Aid in your fucking mouth. I this, that, and the third. Nigga, what? Come on, bro.
that's just how I felt that day.
That
I'm
exactly. That's
bipolar.
right. Dog,
I'm bipolar.
No, don't do that.
I am legally.
Now, see, here we go.
Listen.
Here we go.
I've been legally off my rocker since I was a teen.
Understood.
Since
But
I
at the
was
end
a
of the day,
teen.
it's that fire sign butthurt shit. At the end, it's always dog. You don't understand, and y'all better than we are. Y'all way better than we. Cause I'm telling
I'm
me,
better because I was worse when I was younger.
me nigga,
Younger, I was so much.
You ever want to meet a nigga that will? You ever meet a nigga that'll carry a grudge or the fuck around on some shit like you wouldn't believe, nigga? I didn't realize how petty I was with the grudge shit.
Yeah, I had to stop carrying that shit.
Until me and Shannon got into some shit, and I ain't talked to her for 2 weeks. I ain't like honestly, we just didn't have a lot to say. She was like, "Nigga, you are still not talking." I'm like, "You are fucking right."
Dude, have I not? I've done that at home.
Oh, okay, my nigga.
Yeah,
So you're not butthurt fire sign then, nigga? Fuck out of here, nigga.
Nah, you know what? Because I knew if I said
yo, what the
something,
fuck?
if I said and it was going to turn.
That's what it is. It is
It
going
was-
to
it was
turn
gonna
into a big
turn-
deal.
And it was a couple times. It was in one situation.
Especially arguing with a Leo.
One, and it was.
You're like, I don't understand why people
I don't like to argue
argue with a
anyway.
Leo.
I don't like to. I
Like,
never was
I'm
arguing.
fucking right. Just let me be the fuck right.
Yeah,
Because I'm right.
Unfortunately,
And then I will look up the worst part.
Yeah.
Like my mom would say, fit and approve. That's because I fit and approve.
See-
And I get this shit from my dad, the Capricorn,
right.
and all his family.
Uh-huh.
Because we know so smucking much. Okay? We know so smucking much. Okay?
Uh-huh. Right.
There was a time, and most people, the younger crowd won't remember having an actual set of encyclopedias at home.
Oh yeah.
What?
Encyclopedia
I
Britannica.
I
Encyclopedia.
had Encyclopedia Britannica.
Right.
Then you had
They
the
don't know shit
set
about that.
that you get like one by one when you
That's
sign
hot.
up at the
You
supermarket.
talking about the blue Jones with the because it had two thick
No,
Jones.
I had
at
the
the end
brown.
of
I
it.
had the brown and gold
I had the,
ones.
I had the
But
blue
my
and gold
grandmom
Jones.
had the blue ones, and she gave me her set too.
It
And
was
they
a
had like
burgundy
color.
set too.
She had color pictures in the set.
Dog,
Yeah.
I had my color pictures in mine. My shit was this shit.
One night, my dad was over at his mom's house
Right.
with his siblings. All three of them technically are geniuses. Okay?
You couldn't tell it. They couldn't tell you.
You can't
shit.
tell them nothing. Like,
Right.
they were geniuses.
Right. Right.
They were like super book smart. And so they were trying to prove something. They were arguing about something.
Right. Right.
Drinking and arguing about knowledge. Only the Quintons.
Nah, Hankerson's do that too.
Oh shit, okay. So then I remember distinctly my father calling the house. And I answered. And he's like, I'm glad you answered. Because if my mom answered, she wouldn't do it.
Right. Right. Right.
I need you to go to an encyclopedia. And I need you to look up such and such. All right. What does it say? Da-da-da-da-da-da. He's like, that's what the fuck I do. And my father did not curse around me.
Right.
If he cursed around me, he apologized.
Right.
So
Right.
for him to say that, baby, I'm sorry. Okay. He's like, now read it slow so I can tell it to them.
Right.
The island, the island,
Right.
I'm
right.
like, what the hell?
He probably
What the
in
hell?
background. See, I told your ass. I told your motherfucking ass.
But I will say that I've tried to cut down. It's not easy. But I've tried to cut down.
Well, that's why I brought you on here, because you found the right motherfucking one. And that's the reason why. That's what I said. I said, listen, you found the right motherfucking one. Well, look it the fuck up then. Look it up.
I want somebody to ask me to look it up.
Look at the fuck up then.
Like Dancing with the Stars has started this season.
Right.
And that JoJo girl is on there.
Yeah.
I have no idea who this JoJo girl is.
You remember JoJo?
No, I don't.
Get out right now.
No, not that JoJo. JoJo Siwa.
JoJo?
JoJo Siwa. I know that JoJo.
Oh, I thought it was the singing girl. That was
No,
doing it.
there's two JoJos in this.
JoJo Dancer?
Not Richard Pryor.
Richard
So I
Pryor.
don't know. So it's this dancer, JoJo Siwa.
Right.
And she's like a
Seawood?
she's a young girl or whatever. And she was on that show Dance Moms.
Okay.
With the lady that used to scream at the kids. No, not that one.
Okay.
VH1,
the big white lady.
the white ones. Oh, the white ones.
Right, the big white lady, Dance Moms. And she was one of the top dancers on that show.
Right.
And my mom was like, yeah, she was on that show Dance Moms. She's like, I know exactly who she is. She's like, and she was that girl in the Chandelier video. And I'm like, that was not the girl in the Chandelier. Like, I know who you're talking about. That's not the girl in the Chandelier video. Yes, she is, because she was one of the it took every fiber of my being to just let that one go.
Yeah,
I didn't die on that hill.
Yeah, I don't let
wait a
shit
minute.
like that go.
Why? Because I didn't give a fuck. At that point, I was tired and I didn't give a fuck.
I don't let shit like that go.
Yeah, see, I used
Like
to
an hour
have
later-
always prove shit.
But wait a minute, like an hour later.
You came back in.
No, I didn't. But an hour later, I went up. Who's the dancer in the Chandelier video? And I was like this. See, I knew it wasn't that bitch.
See, but the problem is that you do it for your. See, I don't do it for my own justification a lot of times, because 95% of the time I'm correct. What I do it for is to let you know. I want to let you know to stop
That I
fucking
know.
arguing with me, that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know, imagine being married for 15 years to somebody that does this to you all the time. Welcome to Shannon's Pain. It is one of those things where when Shannon is right, she will celebrate that shit to the hills. If we argue 100 times and she's argued 5 times, those 5 times hold so much more weight than my 95 times being right. The reason why is that because a lot of times I'm right more. My slugging percentage is just more of that shit.
Right.
Yeah, I'm saying, but it's me though. Like
Damn
it's
fire signs.
it's just me. It's me. Like I have to the name of the
It's
fucking
me, oh Lord,
podcast.
it's me.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Standing in the need of prayer.
what the hell is going on, man? I don't know.
It's
Who
me,
knows?
it's me, oh Lord.
Oh boy. Oh, this has been a fun one. We was, but the Patreon recorded. I gotta get on Patreon. The Patreon should be recorded before we even got started. It's fucking hilarious. We drinking doing that shit. Shout out to the Spotify listeners, Apple Podcast listeners, Google Podcast listeners, Stitcher listeners, SoundCloud listeners, Anchor listeners, Home Team, YouTube viewers, and now the Patreon viewers. Get with us on IG at Mr_KnowItAll_pod, Facebook fan page, Mr. Know-It-All Podcast fan page. And please send us all your fuckery, duckery, and schmuckery over to the Gmail account at MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. That's MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. Get an early start on our $7 tier over on Patreon at www.patreon.com/MrKnowItAll Podcast. Or Mr. Know-It-All Pod, one of them. I'm gonna figure it out in a minute. I'll post it up. It's one of them. Pod. I said pod?
Yeah, you
it's
said
pod.
pod.
I think it was pod. It's pod. Yep. But yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So
Man.
let me read something real quick from the Crush Your Goals segment.
James,
Huh?
what the fuck what's his name? James.
Who you talking about? What you talking about?
He used to play for the Steelers. James
You talking about James Harrison?
Harrison.
Yeah, what about him?
92.
Oh, episode 92. Yeah, James Harrison. Greatest summer ever. Dog. You know the reason why it's the greatest summer ever? I didn't even say that in the beginning and whatnot.
Real quick.
What?
Bills are beating the Washingtons with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Who?
The Bills are beating the Washington.
Oh, that was gonna happen. What about the Giants?
Falcons are beating the Giants.
Yes!
No, Falcons beat the Giants. That game is over.
Yeah,
and-
fucking bum ass Giants. Go ahead.
And the Bengals
Are beating the Steelers?
The game is over.
They won?
24-10.
They beat the Steelers. Ah! I'm sorry for laughing.
For those that have
Damn Steelers.
For those Eagles fans that have Steelers spouses. Wait a minute. You didn't see that.
That to know. We talking shit. We got to play tomorrow night and whatnot.
Yeah.
I
Versus
know.
the Cowboys.
No, versus these
Cowgirls?
cowgirls and whatnot. I'm getting drunk in the bar. I gotta go to work the next day. I don't even give a fuck. This is from
we
the
got the
Crush
Rams
Your
today.
Goals segment. Let me go ahead. Let me read this and whatnot. This is from Dolly Parton.
Dolly.
Oh,
What
Dolly
she
Parton. She says, do not confuse dreams with wishes. There's a difference. Dreams are where you visualize yourself being successful at what's important to you to accomplish. And dreams build convictions.
Go Dolly.
Yikes.
Go Dolly.
That's what I'm talking about. Love that. I think I'm gonna put something on. I'm gonna try to break down all these little segments and put the Crush Goals thing, like a little thing on Patreon where you can just read down them and hear me read them. Yeah, that because people need the motivation and whatnot when it comes down to it.
Daily motivation.
Mix it with like some Rocky motivation. Every Rocky movie got like some shit that he's saying in it. You like, yeah, I think I've almost cried at every Rocky movie. Not that shit. You know what I'm saying? Something motivation.
What's your part?
What? Well, first and foremost, Rocky Balboa, the motherfucking speech to his son. I used to have that as my motivational speech waking up in the morning.
Oh shit, the Chargers are beating the Chiefs in the fourth quarter.
Oh shit.
With 10 seconds left.
Oh my God, really?
30-24.
Oh, it's over.
Chiefs got the ball though.
Oh, Chiefs
10
got the ball.
seconds left.
Oh, you know, it's Patty Holmes though.
You gonna just throw it up?
Patty Mahomes.
Tyreek down there somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, man. Like honestly, what the fuck was I talking about?
Daily motivation.
Daily motivation.
Eagles.
Yeah.
I mean, Rocky.
Yeah.
Balboa in your speech.
When Rocky 2, when Adrian came out the coma, and she told him when. Oh shit. And Mickey was like, "What are we waiting for?" Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Then the montage came and the dun, 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 dun. That shit. Rocky 5. When Rocky 5 wasn't really that motivational. It was just a sad movie.
Him running on that beach, thinking about, you know.
Yeah. Oh, that was Rocky 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When he was
yeah.
thinking about working out with his homeboy
Yeah,
Apollo.
Apollo, yeah. What you call it was Creed, the first Creed had like a couple sentimental moments.
Yeah.
Creed 2 was more like him versus the fucking monster, so it was a little different. But now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends.
And the minions.
Absolutely, man. We love y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. Holla at y'all. Peace. Deuces. And as always, they cannot forget.
Why not? Because they must always remember.
They must always remember.
Smarties.
You remember the time. Tune in to the next time of the Mr. Know-It-All podcast.
Patreon, make sure y'all let us know what y'all think about the shit early in the game.
Yep. And we're out this journey.
Why you take your headphones off?
I don't, shit.